everyone, it's Weade again. I'm back, and today we're gonna have another fun video, a very educational video today. Today we're talking about books. In my opinion, I believe every artist, well, everyone should have a good collection of books in their home, because we live now in our own technology. Everybody just reads on an iPad or a phone or a tablet or something. And they don't remember about picking a book app anymore. Going to the library and checking out a book and filling pages. So but I still do that. I enjoy going to the library and pick up books. So today I'm going to show you some of my favorite design books, art books, business books, and a book that I'm recently reading that's really good to recommend for all women to read. So let's get started. Okay, the first book is this one. It's the first book. It's called Starting Your Career as a Freelance Illustrator or Graphic Designer. This book is a really good book. I bought this book years ago, and I read it like twice already. It's a good book because it teaches you about business and starting a career, a full-time career, independently as a designer or illustrator. Well, kind of the same thing. It goes through about how to save money and budgeting and taxes and finances and marketing and contract forms needs. So when you have a client, they can sign contract forms and time management. It goes to very detailed everything, and it's a really good book. It even has examples of business forms in here like this, so you can kind of get an idea what it should look like. So when you make your own business forms up, you know what to have on them. And it talks about pricing and what how to price and sales tax and every major you think you need running a business in the design world. It's really good, detailed, easy to read book. I recommend it for everybody who wants to be an independent freelance graphic designer or illustrator. It helped me a lot when I first started out my business, and I still go to it now for like tips or something I need to remember or forgot something. I read it because it's in this book. It's a good book, and the book is by Fleishm. It's a good book, so pick it up because it should be still available. You can find it at Barnes Nobles or the library. It's by mine Barnes Nobles. So, good book. The next book, I recently bought this about, I'd say, maybe a few months ago. Yeah, I found it. It's called, I found it online, through a website. And the book is called Black Business Secrets. This is a very good book for all African American people, because there are a lot of businesses in the world that are not run by African Americans. There are very few of them, and there needs to be more of them. So if you're an African American person, African American, and you like business or want to start your own business, this helps tips how to business do it for African American business, for African Americans. The book is by Dante Lee. This is him in the back. He's a young guy. He's about probably 30-some years old, but he has his own business, and he talks about same thing about the other book I mentioned before, but he talks about money and balancing, marketing, advertising, and getting entrepreneurship and staying focused and determination, running a business and the ups and downs of it. That's in America, but for a black person these days, because things are difficult sometimes. So you need someone who you can relate to, who can understand about business. And this is a very good book. It's easy to read. I read it only once. I took notes. I have stuff in here underlined. And he has quotes and motivational tips. And yeah, it's a really good book. I think I'm going to read it again or pass on to somebody who needs it. But it's a good book to own. And the next one we're talking about is, this is the Artist and Graphic Design Market Guide. This is a very big guide. There's several of these. This is a 2004 one. I need an update, obviously. But it's a huge book that is filled with every address, information about every graphic design company, agency, publication, magazine, everything. If you want to find a company looking at a job, they're probably in this book. It's every agency you can think of. This one is specifically for Illustrator, fine art, graphic design, and cartooning. So it's every comic company, Illustrator, publishing company that you can think of is in here, by alphabetical order and by state, I think. Yes, by state. So even has galleries in here. So or art galleries in New York City around here, which is good for me because I need to go see more museums soon. So, this is the book, Artists, Craft Designers, Children 4, but there's a new one, so Children 14 probably out. There's a whole collection series, they go by year, so good to pick up to read, good reference and resource book to have. Next one is Graphic Designers New Basics. I got this book when I was in art school. It was one of my art school books I bought. It's a good book to have, and it teaches the basics of graphic design. So if you're a beginner person, it's very good for beginning, learning basics of it. Like it's a good picture book. It's also good inspiration because it has pictures like this in it, which is very good inspiration for like some work you're trying to do. And it teaches you about lines and color theory and spacing and important the basics of design that everybody should know. And then see things like this. See, isn't that cool? See, it's a very full color book. It's good to read. I read it like probably once, but the pictures more often because it's good for getting ideas. So it's a good book. So you're in art school, you probably read this already if you're in art school because it seems like it's an art school basic. It seems like it's very good. Schools hand this out a lot. So yeah. The next book is my favorite book. I read this book probably like 3 times already because you probably don't know. I'm a huge Keith Haring fan, so I had to buy the book. I had to know about life, so I did. This is Haring, the Keith Haring story. It's about his total life. This is an amazing book. I read it 3 times, like I said before. I may read it again one day. Everything from when he started out doing art and his life and mentors and what he got into. He's able to cover and back. See? It's a great book. It's an easy book. It's short. His artwork is in here. All his famous paintings are in here and drawings are in here. I love this book. I'm a huge Keith Haring fan. I think I also will be. Gets me excited to talk about this. See, these are the famous ones. Him in the subway. Drawing on the subway. I love those. So, yeah, it's a good book. If you're a huge Keith Haring fan or love pop art of anything of this era, it's a good book to read and look at. Haring. Pick it up. The next book is, this is another art book I got from school. When I was in the Art Institute. This is the one. It's called Designer's Manual. It's about color. All about color theory. Everything in here is color. From every colors, from cities to towns. It's big. It's a heavy book. It's a big book. So it's a very detailed book about color theory and what color means in art and shapes and design, and it's a great book. See, lines and spacing, how to read colors and technology wise. And the fun part of this is the front of it. See, it's the cutout. The front is a cutout page. See, when you open it, you got a whole rainbow. Isn't that cool? See? Anyway, good book to have. Color theory. Good resource book. Another good resource book to have. This book is about pricing. This is the pricing ethics. It's famous. It's been out for a very, very long time. I'm not sure if there's an updated version of this, but I found this in like a Goodwill years ago for like $5. Probably cheaper, because the book itself is kind of expensive. But it's very detailed. I read it a few times, but it's kind of complex because it goes very into deep about pricing and how people price things and pricing your work and pricing your services and percentages. And if you're not a math person, or it can get complex. Like, I'm not very good at math. I try. I read some of this book, but not all of it. But one day I will read the entire book and understand it. One day I keep it for that reason, and to have, because it's good for you to have. But pricing in graphic design is extremely important. You don't want to charge too little, and you don't want to charge too much because you get ripped off. So, guideline pricing. And these are 2 books I recently read. Is the Extinction, 10 distinctions between entrepreneurs and employees. This is a good book. This is a book, I read this book in one sitting in like 2 hours. First I got it. It's that good and that simple. It's mostly saying that Like if you are a business person, and people who are entrepreneurs, people who are in business, people who are CEOs, people who want to change the world through things they do, and people who are just employees or ordinary people, this is common thinking of how your brain thinks. People, everything's mental. So if you have a mentality, of like of not achieving things, of not doing well, of not wanting to do bigger, not wanting to do brighter, and go to the next level in life, it shows in your actions. So it kind of separates the mind of an employee and the mind of a business owner, and it's very different. And the book is very well explained. That I was very interested with the whole book. As I said, I read it in two hours in one sitting, and it's very detailed. It's a very easy read, but things they say are very true in here. It's an excellent book to think about how, and you gotta think about, do I think like an entrepreneur or do I think like an employee? You want to think about, that's a good question to tell yourself. I was glad myself that. And I think sometimes I think like both. Sometimes I think like an employee, sometimes I think like an entrepreneur. And that can be a good and bad thing sometimes, but it's a good book to have. It's by Keith Karen Smith. I got it in the library. I may buy this book because I find it hard to buy it, because this is worth keeping in your book collection. And the last book I'm currently reading as well. I've been reading for like almost 3 weeks now. It's a pretty long book. It is a book for women only, but men can read it. But I think it's a really good book because it's got good reviews, but it's targeted for women only. The book is Lean In. It is by Sheryl Sandberg. Sheryl Sandberg is the COO, I think, of Facebook. She works in Microsoft Word. She is talking about how there are women in the world who want to be businesswomen, who want to be entrepreneurs and CEOs, business owners, but they let things in their life set them back. We settle for being the housewife, for the mother and the wife, and that's it. We don't expand ourselves. We put ourselves in this little box society put us in. We're supposed to be wives, we're supposed to be mothers, we're supposed to be housewives, and that's it. We're not supposed to be business owners or anything, but she's against that. Women are supposed to be business owners. We're supposed to be running the world, as Beyonce says. And it's very true. It's an excellent book. It's a little feminist, but it's a very good book to read for women to understand that women can do more than just be mothers and be housewives and wives. We can own business. We can own things in our own name. So this is a great book. I'm still reading it. I'm about halfway there. So I read like every day. I do. It's a very, very good book. So those are my books, my favorite books. I have a lot more books. As you can see behind me is my little bookcase. There's not more in here, but these are the ones I tracked to the most and I read the most or impacted me the most. So those are my books. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you go out, look at these books and read them yourself, and I hope they impact your life and you own them one day. And don't forget to keep going to the library, because the library is always going to be there, no matter what they say. And that's it. And I will see you next time. Bye.